What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like the Chicago Bulls did a signing of some sorts. Now, it's not the signing in terms of a player or a coach or anything like that. It's actually a scout, ladies and gentlemen, and it's also a former Chicago Bulls player. We're going to discuss just a bit about it because ultimately it's an unknown thing for me personally, but we'll talk about it in this video. Before we get any further, if you like the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. And let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls making a signing in the scouting department, and do you think it's going to be a long-term successful signing for the Chicago Bulls? Now, I mentioned it before, he's a former Chicago Bulls player. Well, I feel like there's no point of wasting any more time. You probably know exactly who he is, but the Chicago Bulls have actually signed E'Twaun Moore as a scout for the Chicago Bulls. So, again, it's something I don't personally know about because I don't know E'Twaun Moore's credibility as a scout. I don't know where he worked before this. I don't necessarily know if this is his first time becoming a scout. But lo and behold, it looks like the Bulls are going to give him a chance in the scouting department, and ultimately this is going to be a wait-and-see approach. Now, I've seen both sides of the coin here in terms of the reaction to this news. I've seen people obviously very excited, looking at some of the highlights that he had with the Bulls. He had a good buzzer beater against the Thunder, I believe, and everybody's really excited from that department as, I guess, someone that formerly played for the Chicago Bulls. You got the other side of the coin saying, why didn't we get a more experienced scout? Why didn't we get a scout that ultimately, you know, is probably the best at his job and stuff of that nature? So again, it kind of goes back and forth there in terms of the reaction. What I will say firstly is that you're not going to please everybody when you make a signing. I mean, look, what is there? At least on Instagram, at least there's like 5 million Chicago Bulls followers on Instagram, and I'm assuming there's a lot more than that around the world, right? You're not going to please every single one of them with one signing. You're just not going to do it. It could be the most best, impactful, meaningful signing in the world, and someone will find a problem with it. And I think that's why it's important not necessarily to take people's reactions into the fray here. Unless it is the majority of it is positive or the majority of it is negative, you have to kind of leave it alone. And that's kind of what I view with E'Twaun Moore as a signing for the Chicago Bulls. But whether he's the right addition or not, it's still an addition that I think is very important for the Bulls. We do need better scouts, in my opinion. The Bulls haven't necessarily been the best at finding talent, signing talent, drafting talent, and the list goes on. And sure, you can put all the blame on Choris Karnisovas and Mark Eversley, and look, they are the front office, they're the leaders of the front office, and they should deserve the bulk of the criticism when they fail in their draft selections, or they sign two-way contract players that end up turning to be little to nothing, or they see so much potential in someone and then in the end they end up waiving him because he couldn't live up to it. Look, ultimately there are players at fault for that, but the management for selecting those players will be largely at fault for that as well. So getting someone that can probably help in that scouting department is not necessarily a bad idea. So the idea of signing E'Twaun Moore is actually not a bad one, but how good of a job can he do? Can he find or help find the right draft prospects that we could go and pursue? Can he help find the right free agency targets we could go and pursue? Can he go and travel the world and look at certain players and find those hidden gems that so many other teams seem to be able to find, whether it's in the second round or even a G League prospect or someone that you can send to the G League, or again anyone from the European leagues, heck, even the Australian League. It doesn't necessarily matter. Can you go and find those types of players? That's basically E'Twaun Moore's role with the Bulls, finding specific needs, finding the hidden gems, finding those players. Sure, it doesn't fall just on him. I'm sure there are many scouts that the Chicago Bulls have currently in their employments, but adding another one with some experience, I believe, is he not from Chicago? I don't remember if he's from Chicago. I'm going to look at Casey Johnson's tweet here. It says former Bull and East Chicago native E'Twaun Moore. So there you go. He was from East Chicago. Good for E'Twaun Moore. But ultimately, that's his role. Can he do it? We'll have to figure it out. If the scouting doesn't really change much, or if we're bringing in players that doesn't make sense, or bringing players that don't work, then ultimately we'll know our answer. But until then, I'm in the wait and see category. again, welcome to the Bulls. Once again, each one more in a different role this time. Hopefully, it could be successful. What do you guys think? Thank you for watching. And again, a relatively shorter video today. I will get to that Lonzo Ball video. I promise you, I will figure it out. But news comes first, and that's why this video is coming out first. Have a wonderful and safe day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.